We are definitely getting ready for the holidays over here, but before we can get any Christmas decor out and up, we have to get this fall stuff down. So I am in my basement, the part of the basement that we are currently keeping for storage, and going through some of the fall bins I have down there. I was really trying to get rid of things that I knew I didn't use this year, or at least consolidate into one bin when I didn't use this year, and then see if I want it next year. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to heave-ho it. But I did wind up getting everything into one bin, and I'm just trying to organize in here a little bit before I start taking down all the fall stuff, because those bins are going to wind up down here as well. So was able to do that, which was really helpful. Now I'm going to bring up an empty bin at a time and just kind of start going. I had my crew with me, my cleanup crew. My daughter Emmy was helping out a ton too, so that was really great. She was kind of taking stuff down as I was trying to nicely put it away. And when I do this, I do try to do it in sections so that next year when I go to take everything out, I'll know, okay, so this is for our hallway kind of bench area, or this is for the family room, or this is for the kitchen. So things always get switched up every year, but it does make it a little bit easier to have everything that goes in a similar place together in the same bin. So that's what we're doing here, getting all this fall stuff taken down because we cannot wait for Christmas to start going up. How do you guys do Christmas? I know it's such a controversial topic. Some people wait until after Thanksgiving. Some people do it right before Thanksgiving. I kind of go with the vibe of how I feel each year. I'm showing you this little tree that we just picked up from Walmart, and my kids couldn't wait to put it out. It's just the cutest little nostalgic wooden tree. We host Thanksgiving here at our home every year. And yes, I used to keep out just some fall stuff to be able to put in the room where we were going to be serving Thanksgiving dinner. But the past few years, I think I've done it where once I just got all the fall stuff away, I just want it away. I don't want to have to worry about putting stuff back and when we're done with it and that sort of thing. And I like having the house decorated for Christmas, even though it's Thanksgiving. To me, Thanksgiving, yes, is its own separate holiday, but it all encompasses the same vibe of family, friends, love, giving, being thankful, the whole thing. So I don't mind having the house decorated for Christmas when we host Thanksgiving. I actually prefer it. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do this year. We are definitely decorating, trying to start on the earlier end, even though I do feel like I'm almost on the later end at this point. I think people start decorating even before Halloween. But Thanksgiving is so late this year, so I feel a little bit a sense of calm and not as rushed, whereas if Thanksgiving was the week prior. So that's kind of nice, and we are excited. My daughter is ready, beyond ready. She is me to a T and wants to just start getting everything out right away. But when we put a holiday away, it always involves cleaning as we go. So we're decluttering, we're organizing all our bins, organizing our fall stuff, and we are cleaning each area as we go. So when I take down stuff from the fireplace, I try to clean the fireplace. When we took stuff off of the bench area, I try to clean the bench area. So that way I'm not putting everything away and then going back and from square one and starting to clean everything all over at once. I'm kind of doing each section at a time, and it tends to work out like that. And the kitchen's the biggest ordeal for that, obviously, because you're not just cleaning up your holiday mess, you're cleaning up your everyday mess too in there. So that definitely takes more time than anything, but we're going to go ahead and get this console table definitely dusted because it was looking, I love black furniture, but it shows every little thing. So we're just going to get this nice and dusted. And then we actually have my kids' school pictures on here as well. So we have finally all of their school pictures came in from this year. So I'm going to go ahead and switch those out. And I'm keeping on here anything that I intend on using, even with our Christmas decor out. So anything that I think I'm going to keep up, I'm going to just wipe it off and put it right back on. And then I will go ahead and use it when we decorate for Christmas. Now that we have the bulk of the family room put away and cleaned up, we are heading into the kitchen. And like I said earlier, this is definitely the most time-consuming place to decorate and undecorate. There's always a lot of areas in our kitchen that we like to cover in decor for sure, including on top of our cabinets. And I'm super excited to decorate this year in here. I always do a gingerbread theme. It's kind of like a gingerbread and elf theme, kind of Santa's little workshop. And it's always super cute and the kids really like it. And it's a lot of fun, whimsical type of Christmas decor. And that's the kind of decorations that my kids love. And they love to see go up and, up every year. And it's fun. It's fun to watch them remember things that I put out from the year before and all of that. So the gingerbread men and houses and all of that are definitely one of their favorite things to do, and mine too. And I love that we can do it in our kitchen and kind of just ties in with the theme and all of that. So we are getting all of this fall decorations taken down in here. We have a ton, including all the leaves that are on top of our cabinetry. And I'll tell you, my daughter definitely gave me the push to take everything down sooner than later this year. I was really loving it. I'm actually loving the front of my house right now. My mums are definitely still looking fantastic. They just reached their peak probably about a week ago, and they're doing great. So, and I just have a ton of pumpkins out front, and I actually don't want to get rid of any of that. So I don't know. We always do the front after we do the inside, because then my husband gets involved and we're putting up the lights and all of that. So the front will definitely be maybe in the next week or two, but getting everything taken down from fall is definitely a task and takes a day in itself to just take everything down and get then everything cleaned up. And when I clean up in here, I just like to do a kind of a wipe down of, as you can see, all the dust and stuff that falls down. And it's nothing crazy, but because I'm going to go ahead and clean everything again once we actually start putting our Christmas decorations back up. So this is just a wipe down of all the stuff that has gotten covered in not so much glitter for the fall time. That's more the Christmas season, but you know how it goes when you're just taking things down and trying to get everything packed away. So we are going to keep on trucking here and get all this stuff into some bins, and then we're going to head on to our next area in the house. I have to clean out this sink full of dishes. Our dishwasher at this point was still out of commission. We had gotten our new one, but my husband hadn't had a moment to replace it quite yet. So we're gonna conquer these dishes and then keep on going. Something like this that I know is going to be an all-day event is, first of all, it's always hard to find the time to do it. And there's many times, actually most of the time, when I have to split this up. This is not something I can just stay home and devote an entire day to. But I was fortunate on this day that we only had things going on in the morning. So I was able to come home and kind of ramp it up and get stuff moving. And once I start, I'm so glad that I did. And then it's just the momentum of knowing, okay, I've conquered one thing, let's move on to the next thing, let's keep it going. For me is what definitely gets me through these types of ordeals, and it's got to be done anyway. So it's nice to be able to have it all done in one day. But like I said, that usually really never happens. We rarely have a day where it's just dedicated to being home. Because if there is a day when we don't have a ton of running around to do, we usually try to fill it with doing something with the, all together with the family and that sort of thing. But because, time is precious and we don't really get a lot of it. So when we do have a minute, it's like, okay, what can we do? How many things can we stick into this day and all of that? So it was super nice to be able to stay home all day and get this done. But I know that tasks like this can seem super overwhelming, and they do for me. So being able to just plow through it, keep going, and knowing that this was going to be done and off my list of things to do for this week was great. And I'll be making a pile of fall stuff for sure, probably even Halloween stuff that has been left behind that we find in places that we forgot to look, or the kids' Halloween trick-or-treat bags pop up, or, pajamas and that sort of thing. So we will definitely be adding to the bins in the basement at some point, but it was really nice to get the bulk of everything put away. wanted to give the fridge and ovens, microwave, all this stuff a quick wipe down. Definitely need to be a deeper cleaning. Haven't done it in probably a couple weeks, but for now I just wanted to get everything wiped off, get all the dust and everything that had settled and fallen from pulling all the garland down and all of that. So just wanted to wipe these, and this is the type of thing that I feel like never stays clean. And it's obviously, we live in here, we cook in here, we eat in here, so it's not something that's going to be clean 24/7, but every now and then I try to just give it a good wipe down. This is definitely not anything intense, and just gonna wipe all the schmutz and all that off before we go ahead and get all our Christmas stuff up here. And like I said earlier, I do a gingerbread theme in here, or in the kitchen. So it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of glitter involved. So we want to make sure we prep for all the glitter that'll be landing on the stove sooner than later. So now we are in my dining room and just taking out all of our pumpkins in here. Don't have an overwhelming amount of fall stuff in here, but definitely enough to fill a bin or two. So going to be getting all of this down, and I'm super excited to be decorating for Christmas in here this year. This is one of the newer done rooms in our home, as far as switching our dining room. Our dining room used to be in this empty room that you're looking at, kind of between the kitchen and what is now the dining room. So this is a newer room for us to, for me anyway, to be decorating. And this wall here that I did, not too recently, but I had made a video on how I did a little DIY accent wall here. And this wall I love to decorate. It's one of my favorite places to do that. And yesterday when I was in Hobby Lobby, I was focusing a lot of the things I was seeing on, oh, that would look really nice hanging on that wall there. So I'm super excited to do that. And just heading upstairs because I knew I had one thing up here fall related, and this is all the Christmas pajamas that made their way onto the floor out of a bin. So we're going to have to put those away. But I had this wreath up here that I had made, and some of the kids' Halloween pajamas that still had to go away in some bins. So that's going to get taken care of, and we're going to give the family room in the kitchen and a little bit of the hallway some vacuum love, and get all this dust and debris and everything else that came out of the fall decorations off the floor, and just have a nice, clean, refreshing, for a hot second, clean home before we start bombarding it with all of our Christmas decor. I was not planning on putting any Christmas decor out this day, but I had to share this with you guys. I've been eyeing this Santa wax warmer from Walmart for over a year now. I saw this last year. I didn't get it. It sold out. Saw it this year and I had to get my hands on it. Super cute, so affordable. I want to say it was like 16 and change. And I always like to put a wax warmer here. I don't like to put a lit candle on this table because it does easily get pushed into. So I like these ones that have the wax inside. That way you don't have to worry about it spilling over, and it has a big enough lip that you don't have to worry about any of the wax spilling at all. And this spicy cinnamon from the Better Home and Gardens line at Walmart is just delicious. It's a perfect fall into Christmas scent. We all love it, and this little guy gives off just a little nice white glow. Looks kind of orangey here in the video, but it's definitely a nice soft white. So we are super excited for Christmas. I thank you so much if you hung with me through this entire video. I hope you stick with me, and I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't already. We have lots of fun holiday Christmas decor coming up, and I'm excited to do it with you. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.